What is up guys, Wraec here with a new video, and today we got a new update video by AFK Journey, and it's about Season Phase 3. And if you were on my channel yesterday, not even like half a day ago, you saw that I made a video about this too, specifically talking about the new upcoming heroes, a little bit about their skills. There is more info actually about the skills of the new heroes in my video than there is in this one, so if you care about that specific topic, definitely feel free to check that out. Other than that, I was worried specifically about Season Phase 3 because Phase 2 was quite boring and Phase 3 didn't promise too much, and I have to say we're going to see that this is not quite true. Also, I was worried that Pandora as a dimensional hero would be released without the summoning mechanic for dimensional heroes in place. So far, we have yet to see any mechanic that allows us to further enhance the Natsu and Lucy that we got during the event, or if you haven't gotten them during the event, then you still can't really enhance them. So now we have this video, so I think we're just going to go into that. Okay, patch update 1.43 patch. Well, it's German actually, because it's also translated. Patch preview video was posted like 2 hours ago, 13 minutes long, super long video. I think we're going to react a little bit to it, to the best parts. So let's start.
Ding, ding, ding! The festive bells are ringing. It's time for the grand celebration.
The version 1.43 preview is here, bringing you a first look at all the exciting new content coming your way.
Hold on, there's a box here. Let's see what's inside.
Wait, don't touch that.
Pandora's box, we of course talked about it.
Phew, good thing we didn't open it. That box belongs to Pandora. Legend says Pandora was brought to life by the gods in a world...
Yeah, that looks absolutely great, absolutely stunning hero, and it's really the same S tier support hero as expected, with the box already open, which has me a little bit worried there.
Beyond ours. The gods gave her that mysterious box themselves.
Who knows what's in there? Best not to mess with it.
After stumbling into a time rift, Pandora crossed dimensions and landed here in Asperia. She'll be showing up any day now.
That would explain all the new faces we've been seeing lately.
Take this one for example, a Hypogean rogue with incredible resilience. Saida, the vampiric vine.
Vampiric Vine, also the same as before. Rogue S tier Saida, he announced very early on here in this video with not much detail. I was a little bit surprised. I kinda expected them to show gameplay in this video, but we haven't really had that in here. They say a little bit about the skill though.
Saida has no emotions, only a primitive instinct to survive. After a fragile sprouting stage, she latches onto a host, grows stronger, and sprouts again.
Okay, that's enough.
Latches onto a host and grows again is kind of interesting. Is again a little bit of the same topic that we talked about yesterday. Heroes that are inherently hard to kill have been meta. They have been quite meta. And if Saida, well, can revive all the time, she is a potential hero for the Athalia combo team once again. Same as we said about Pandora in yesterday's video. So getting a lot of those combination videos combination heroes might indicate that we could see this team shine even more than it already did.
Almost feel her roots spread over here.
Meanwhile, a skilled martial artist has also arrived. Pang, the Bamboo Guardian, warrior of the Wilder faction.
Warrior of the Wilder faction, it was actually changed. One of the viewers told me in the comments that the picture they put out about Pang was actually wrong. He was shown as a tank there. I was confused about that because we already had a tank with Theodore, of course, that was just released, and having another one right after seemed weird. He is actually a warrior there. So that kind of is fixed with that. We talked a little bit about the skills as well. I don't think they say much about it here.
Pang is gentle in appearance and wise at heart. He draws from Eastern philosophy and Zen, using softness to overcome strength and redirecting force with calm precision. If Pang looks gentle and untroubled, then Zandrock, the Mauler warrior, gives off a different vibe. Silent and sharp. Zandrock is fierce and determined, with a commanding presence and an unshakable will.
Yeah, and we didn't know about his release actually. There was hero in the files called Centaur, I think it was, but we hadn't seen this guy so far. So it was a huge surprise to me to just see him pop up here as a Mauler, S tier warrior. Looks absolutely great, is great design in my opinion, and I'm excited to see him. Apparently he will not be with this update, he will be later. I mean, we are also kind of expecting Zenny, but we'll see that Zenny is not actually shown in this video, which is kind of interesting, maybe showing that she might be released later in the season, even towards the end of it. It's unfortunate, because Zenny had such a cool mechanic in the story with the little towers that I was wondering how they would solve some issues relating to that, because, for example, we have this one PvP map where I think you only have like 6 slots to set your heroes, and those towers plus her, those are 3 slots already. So potentially leading to a situation where you couldn't even set 5 heroes on a map. So I was wondering how this was going to work out. But Zandrock here, absolutely great. Love it.
Unfazed by things around him, he stands as the Temple of Seer's toughest protector.
These 4 new heroes will all make their debut in version 1.4.3. Pandora, Saida, and Pang will be available when the update goes live. Zandrock will arrive in a later patch of the version 1.4.3 update. To embrace the celebration, we prepared epic rewards for you, Magister, in version 1.4.3. Join the celebration events to claim 30 stellar crystals, nearly 100 invite letters, new heroes, and hero skins for free. Now, let's take a look at all of it in detail.
A mysterious land has been devastated by dark forces, and now it's your job to rebuild it. In version 1.4.3, the long-awaited simulation mode, Homestead, is finally here. In this mode, you'll be running your own piece of land, decorating it however you like, cultivating land, and building all kinds of structures. You can even show off your carefully designed home to your friends. The buildings you set up will produce raw materials, which you can process into different products and use them to fill special orders for special tokens. These tokens can be spent to upgrade your buildings and boost your land's productivity. And if your buildings aren't cranking things out fast enough, you can always ask a friend to lend you theirs.
So this, in my opinion, from like the animations, from the little buildings and everything, looks quite great. I'm a bit worried that this might end up being quite a lot of farming, a lot of work, without really a whole lot of loot, but it looks promising. It looks a whole lot better than many people thought, and I think it is a rather interesting thing to put in this game, and I still rather fitting, because AFK Journey has this a little more relaxed vibe, a little bit of a building thing makes sense, and I personally like such games, to be honest. There is a game called Settlers, in Germany it's called Die Siedler, where you also build like a little city, and you also have to fight other people there, but and I always loved the building aspect of it, and I hope it kind of resembles that, having a cool city at the end, and hopefully a unique one. It would be kind of boring, I think, if you set your little places there, your smithing shop and everything, all in the same place, and you could just provide the resources for it. I think it would be cool if this was unique from player to player, with a lot of options to decorate it as well. We see at the left side that there are several rewards in it, from Rosy crystals to stellar crystals. There is quite a lot. We have to see how you actually earn this. The combination aspect of like farming wheat in one spot, then like milling it and making maybe bread or something in the end. We see a wheat mill over there. And like a saw, and this seems like a wood chopper, so there is like a lot of stuff happening here, and it could be quite interesting, I think.
Your heroes will also take part in developing your land. With the assignment system, you can put heroes in different jobs, and they'll grant you useful production bonuses. Each hero's got their own specialty. Picking the right one for each job is part of the fun. Of course, it won't always be peaceful. You'll have to defend.
Yes, the glyph shade boss that we have there. And just like the regular Hypergen. I don't know the guy in the background though. Is this the next Returnee boss? No, probably not.
Your land too. When monsters invade your land, defeat them before time runs out to earn rewards.
The Timeless Gala is coming, and Rowan is busy traveling around.
The frame looks so nice. That frame looks so great. And we already see there are 20 summoning scrolls there for Pandora. We are going to get more in another event later on, so this is pretty good, getting another free copy of her. I think it's like 2 free copies that you are basically guaranteed of her, so that's very, very good.
To raise funds for it. In this event, you'll travel with Rowan, trading goods across various regions. You can select a town on the map and choose land or sea transport to travel to that town. While you're at it, you can also check the town's market conditions. Look over the goods and their prices, buy low, sell high, and turn a profit. The profit you earn can be used to upgrade your caravan, making your trades more efficient. As your profits stack up, you'll unlock all kinds of rewards. Of course, the road is always full of surprises. You might come across townsfolk who need a hand with something, or bump into travelers looking to hitch a ride with your caravan, or stumble upon an urgent quest along the way. And if you're lucky enough to bump into a black market merchant, you might just strike it rich with a special encounter. It's a busy journey, but one full of rewards. After you complete this event, you'll receive exclusive invite letters for Pandora, stellar crystals, a free Makola skin, and other amazing rewards.
Clash Fronts is also getting an upgrade. First of all, we're adding a new gameplay called Raids. Before each battle round starts, members of an alliance can raid members of other guilds. Winning a raid battle will grant the attacking side both personal and guild merit. Guild leaders can also designate a rival guild, setting the stage for strategic showdowns. Winning battles against a rival guild will gain extra merit. During this Clash Fronts event, personal merit can be redeemed for items like select hero chests.
So this is like very important. I think one major part that made Clash Fronts rather uninteresting for many people was that like the personal interaction level is pretty low. As far as going for me, I'm the guild leader, so usually there is a little bit of discussion. In the first early rounds that we have right now, usually the vice guild leader or me, somebody goes in there and just sets up some team recommendations, some area where they are supposed to go. We take the people go in, set their teams, and then they're done really with the game mode. So from a gameplay perspective, that's really not a whole lot you do as a normal player, really not a whole lot of interaction you have there. So having like an option for like personal raids, having like an option to kind of enhance your loot by going in there, and specifically having that loot then be hero chests is something that I think could work out very well for them. The only fear that I have here is that this game mode might become, well, a little bit complicated in a sense. It has very, very many layers now. Like, for a normal player, the interaction is still okay. Like if you go in there, you set your teams and recommended positions, and maybe you do raid. Okay, this works out for a player. But if you have like the whole entire thing around it, if you have, if you are like the guild leader, you have to do your raids, you have to understand everything. I think it can be quite a lot. So they have to be very careful, in my opinion, to give sufficient tutorials, especially at the start for a new guild. So otherwise, this might scare off new players. And new players seem to be something that they really want to go with, as we also saw or going to see the new player server that they are going to release.
Merit can be spent to get battle machines, which add more firepower and strategy to your fights. More upgrades, more strategy, more rewards. Plenty of reasons to not miss this event.
To win his people.
Yeah, and like that's the last word, Clash Royale already is like the most rewarding guild mode. While we have battle drills that basically grants nothing. It's a little bit crazy in my opinion still. That battle drills, which is considered more of a core game mode for the guild really than Clash Royale, because maybe it's like the OG thing, I don't know. It does really not grant any meaningful rewards. Most players that are keen to play it because they want to be on the leaderboard and want to compare with the rest of the community. But if you go into Clash Royale, there is already a ton. There are already stellar crystals in there. There is a unique armor set, which, by the way, I hate that this is limited, I think, to 30 days duration. 30 days duration, it's the same armor set as last season. And they didn't make a new one there, which I can understand. I mean, it's a time-limited piece, but I really would have hoped that this is not like a time-limited piece, or at least has like 90 days or something, so that you can earn it often enough to keep it the entire time. That would be a little better. Return to Moonlight here, very small rewards apparently.
Off Divine Dew, Indra sets out for Ivory Shade to ask Sage Arden for a way to break the curse. In this side story, you will encounter a mysterious Hypogean, uncover the truth behind the curse, and find a way to save South Thorin. With the curse finally... Indra's
looking more of a main character in this season than we are. Also, Ravion is still an expected hero for this season. Rewards on the side look very, very good. We get like the elven armor with a little bit of an elven frame. Very, very nice. I like it. It's the second reputation quest, by the way. We talked yesterday about it. Don't forget to finish your first. They should still be available at the same time, but nonetheless, now is a good time to do it because, as we see, Phase 3 will be busy.
Lifted, Southorn can begin its long-awaited recovery. In this reputation quest, you will meet Orlana, a former priestess who has lost her way. Help her discover her true calling. Thanks to Ravion's effort, children forgotten in the midst of sweeping reforms are finally getting the help they need.
By the way, the new resource Starlit here, also that we are going to get. For Phase 3, for the level up of the heroes, they made another resource. So we had like just the manuals in the first phase, then the manuals plus the dust in the second phase, and now it's the manuals plus the dust plus the Starlit in the third phase.
Hope is quietly beginning to grow.
Small coat here, nice.
The Timeless Gala is right around the corner, and the
Cosmetics on the
festive
left
spirit
side.
is in the air. Join the Timeless Gala event activity.
You can see we have 4 different cosmetics we get from those chests, which look kind of nice. The hat is a little bit fancy. We'll see that the crown that we get there is actually a very nice combination piece for the later cosmetics that we're going to see. Full copy also of Pandora plus 30 invite letters for her, so we have 50 in total. Very, very good.
And open daily chests to claim the dimensional hero Pandora, her exclusive invite letters, and plenty of other free rewards. Log in each day in the new version to get rate-up invite letters. Log in for 7 days to get the wilder hero, Pang, for free. My name's Pang, and the hour has come.
Saida's exclusive event is also coming soon. Complete event quests to earn stellar crystals and exclusive temporal essence rewards. The new emoji event is here. Log in to claim emojis and invite letters for free. More fun and expressive emojis are on the way, so stay tuned. And that's not all. Events such as Relentless Rumble, Titan Reaver, Heroic Gauntlet, and Hero Trials are also making a return in version 1.43, with lots of rewards up for grabs. The last Primal Lord of the season, Crystal...
Honestly, at this point, you would think that this is like all we get within the season, because we have seen patch note videos that are like this long, have about this amount of content. We had a big event in there. We have 6 more minutes to go, guys. We have 6 more minutes to go. It's a little bit crazy. Primal Lord, just going to explain the skills, not going to say much to it yet.
This is a new mechanic. Energy-charged ores scattered across the field. Each ore starts with a certain amount of energy. Crystal Crawler feeds on them to maintain its power. Crystal Crawler doesn't gain energy in the usual way. Instead, it absorbs energy from nearby ores to power its actions. After a while, it will unleash all its stored energy across the entire battlefield, dealing damage. The unleashed energy will also linger around the battlefield, reducing the damage Crystal Crawler takes. Crystal Crawler doesn't use normal attacks either. Instead, it causes the ores beneath its feet to ooze energy and deal damage. Once it's absorbed enough energy, the oozed energy will deal damage in a wider area. Crystal Crawler remains steadfast during the battle.
To be honest, doesn't seem super unique. So far, the bosses have been alright. I talked yesterday about how I missed the last attack on the last boss, and for the first time ever didn't get the title. And apparently, I got a comment from Turtlelegs, fellow streamer. Shout out Turtlelegs, by the way. Check him out on Twitch. He had also apparently had the same problem. I have to say, oh, that hurts so much when you miss one of those titles, because you can never get that back. Such a tough punishment, honestly. But yeah, okay, we'll see. So far they were right. There weren't many team changes. This was something that was very confusing to me, because I remember the time of around like Waves of Intrigue, where we had team changes basically once a day, and I don't think there was a team change for like the top meta team throughout this entire time of Magmarzar. So pretty interesting. Not super big loot, but it's like the normal expected amount.
Standing only near the central or outer ores. When it leaps between the ore pillars, it becomes briefly unaffected. Crystal Crawler can also cause the ores to flash, blinding its enemies on the battlefield for a while. Looks like it's time to put together a serious battle plan, Magister.
Design is cool though.
Bryon and Dunlinger are receiving Enhanced Force upgrades in version 1.43. After Bryon's Enhanced Force upgrade, his Falcon Alona will have her lightning attack chained to multiple nearby enemies within range.
That is interesting, the chain, because as far as I remember, she has a stun in there, like an ability interruption stun, which is like a super short stun, but having this chain could seriously be interesting. So Bryon potentially could make his way up into like top teams. The thing is, he isn't really inherently weak. He was one of the stronger Wilder heroes before, so having such a hero receive an upgrade that could potentially be very, very great, with stun especially, CC is always good, and instant CC even better, that could be very interesting, could be very, very strong. So I am definitely looking forward to this guy as much as with Dunlinger.
Skills deal damage a certain number of times. Bryon gains a permanent haste boost up to a specific limit. After Dunlinger's Enhanced Force upgrade, the Spellbind and Cure Luck of his Bell of Order will gain additional effects. If Dunlinger is alive, each time his Bell of Order ends or its duration is refreshed, an extra effect will be triggered. Spellbind. All enemies have their energy and haste reduced for a while.
Energy debuff, potentially like instantly nerfing down the enemy and the time he needs to get to an ult. The question is, like, usually what happens with Dunlinger is when you have Spellbind active, all enemies collect enough energy to really get to their ult anyway within the time that the order from Dunlinger is up. So does this make this different? Will this result in them not getting the full energy during this time? This is something we'll have to see. If it results in the enemies regularly not getting an ult before the Dunlinger order ends, this is absolutely huge, absolutely broken, and will make Dunlinger probably one of the best, if not the best PvP units, as like from support-ish range.
Cure Luck. All enemies have their HP and Vitality reduced for a while. The new
HP and Vitality reduction. Very, very interesting effect. Like, if they make it as the total amount, let's say, for example, your HP is temporarily reduced by 30%, this could allow us to make some very, very potent burst builds that just run through the enemy units while their HP is debuffed. So this is also something that could be very powerful. We see very powerful effects on both of this and on both of those heroes. So both of them are rather interesting. Maybe the Bryon one not as game-changing, but for a hero that was already inherently strong, even smaller changes, and I wouldn't even necessarily call AoE stunts a smaller change, can be huge for Dunlinger. I think this will be quite interesting, or quite annoying probably for people that don't own him and face him in PvP, because that seems very strong. I mentioned hero rental. Let's go directly into that. Let me comment a bit in advance. I was waiting for this. I yesterday said they have to release that with Pandora, otherwise really that is a bit of a breach of trust and a bit predatory as well. Here we see it will release with the update, absolutely good. And the system seems to be the same as the one that they announced before, where you can rent the hero copy for some time from a friend apparently.
You can spend diamonds to rent a dimensional hero for 1 month. After a few rentals, future rentals won't cost you any diamonds. Magisters who lend out their heroes will get rewards whenever someone rents their dimensional hero.
So that was interesting. They just received like the hearts that you get from friendship stuff as well. And I really thought that they would make it in a way that, for example, when I rent my hero out, let's say some guildmate, and he pays 200 diamonds, that I'm going to get 200 diamonds. But they made it apparently, it looks like they made it so the guildmate pays 200 diamonds and I received some friendship hearts. So I don't know.
Heroes. When you rent a dimensional hero, you receive
okay,
the base version of the hero. Any progress made by the owner will not carry over to the rented hero. However, rented heroes can be developed and upgraded just like your own. You can spend diamonds in the store to get soul stones for dimensional heroes. Once the 1 month rental ends, the dimensional hero will be locked, but your development progress will be saved. If you rent the same hero again, you can continue developing them from where you left off.
Even if Magister Merlin missed out on a past crossover, this system gives you a second chance to use those dimensional heroes.
More details on the dimensional hero rental system will be available in-game. Stay tuned.
Very, very important that they release this now. I think the system is in general okay. You will now be able to get the heroes. That is the most important part. You will be able to enhance the heroes and progress them whenever you want. They said in the same way as your other heroes, obviously not. You buy the copies from the shop and enhance this rented version, and apparently at one point you are able to make this rented version like, or to own the hero as well, and not only have him rented, but apparently the cost for renting isn't super high. If there's a few hundred gems for a month, that's really not a problem. I mean, how many of those heroes do you really need? Most people won't really be interested in Natsu. Most will go for Lucy for some AFK stages, and this is pretty cool. Returnee server now.
Welcome back, Returning Magisters. Version 143 introduces a special Returnee server. Eligible Magisters can join this server during a limited time window. They can bring a certain number of heroes and permanent cosmetic items with them when joining the server. After joining the server, Magisters will immediately enter the current season, with specific teleportation portals unlocked. More details on the Returnee server will be available in-game. Stay tuned.
Okay, just not really a whole lot of details. Gorgeous Mikola skin here.
And with it, a wave of new hero skins. Take part in the Timeless Gala to receive Mikola's new skin for free. Almus's new skin will also be available in the Velvet store and can be purchased with Velvet vouchers. Ryan and Talene's new skins are coming soon.
The Talene skin, guys. The Talene skin. Absolutely gorgeous. I think that is the #1 hype skin so far, really, for this update. The people that saw this definitely were excited to get it. I haven't really seen where they put those, but we'll see.
The Couture skin for Elijah and...
Yeah, Couture skin is... let me show you that. Before you get hyped, those are the ones from the Rosy store that you get with the Mirage crystals you get from summoning and Rosy cosmetics. So yeah, kind of tough to get, but usually some of the greater skins. The Chimera skin was great. I really love the Tazi skin, and also like also of course the Heaven skin with the city in the background is like such a cool effect. But very, very tough to get for most players. I think most players don't have any of those skins, so that's a little bit of a bummer, because Twins, of course, very commonly played hero. Getting like the skin for that would be very nice. We see 10-day timer here, so exactly with the end of phase 2, also the end of Rosy Cosmetics. If you want to have this set, and I haven't gotten it actually, the pink one, wasn't too much of a fan, if I'm honest, even though some of those things have good combination potential. The blue one was well enough for me. So yeah, and that's why we will see this will fit together with the Rosy Cosmetics that they're about to reveal in a second. Absolutely gorgeous skin once again.
Lila is also here. Elegant and harmonious, just like Elijah and Lila themselves.
A new batch of hero headgear and accessories is also on the way. Exclusive
Kafra,
headgear is coming for
really
Corey,
important.
Kafra,
Love
Lucius,
it.
Faye, Kruger, Walker, Lumot, and Neru. Headwear for the new heroes Pandora, Saida, Pang, and Zandrock will also debut in
The
version
Pang one is great.
143.
Completing version 143 quests can get
And
you
they stitched up
fabulous
Feli
free.
to be headgear.
Always remember
Nice.
those happy moments. Join the celebration events to earn the Scarlet Velvet Hat, Scarlet Velvet Fork, and Regal Crest Headwear. The Velvet Store and Cosmetics will both be updated.
And there we have it. New Rosy Cosmetics set, ladies and gentlemen. Looks absolutely great. Might fit together with the enhanced pieces from the season 1 for the first season of Rosy Cosmetics. So this would be pretty cool. And of course, like the darker dark white contrasts here, a little bit of the same for the Couture skin for the Twins.
With colorful new looks.
And they give us just like such a small look at the other set there. Wait, let me show you that.
The Velvet Store
We have to
and
click at the
Cosmetics will
right
both be
point. I
updated
don't
with
think they show
color-
it. Ah, there. It's a little bit tough to see, but apparently, like there you can see it at the top. That is the enhanced set, actually. That is the enhanced set that we have right there. Interesting. The other set's still down there, but okay. Enhanced set seems to be grayish, silverish. It's a little bit tough to say. Yeah, it's a little bit of a better picture, maybe. More in the white direction. I don't know. Like, I mean, the contrast of like the black and white in the main set made it like really cool. Not sure how that's going to work out if it's like all white, but the combination potential is of course there, so some parts will be interesting.
And there's also this new Fabled Road
That
set
one
that's
looks
worth
great.
checking out. A new Rosy Cosmetics set will
Yeah, there
also
we have
launch
it.
alongside them. There's plenty more cosmetic content waiting for you to discover in-game.
Is this... Oh, I just saw this. Look at this, guys. There's a sword. That's a huge sword at the background. I didn't see this before. Is this part of the set? There is a huge sword. You don't see my mouse. It's like where the S of cosmetics, and there is a huge sword. I didn't see that before. I asked for a huge sword. I really wanted it. I hope this is part of the set. If that's the back piece, that is absolutely enormous. That looks absolutely gorgeous for other sets as well. And will probably be with a different color than in the enhanced version. I have to get that.
Last but not least, we put together a list of all the rewards you can earn in version.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's really a lot. Homestead, once again, really not saying the numbers. We see the 20 from the merchant caravan, and this is not all. There's to be another page to it.
Sure to try out the
Yeah,
new
Clash
version.
ones.
Free heroes,
Scarlet
free skins,
Sprout.
stylish cosmetics, and
There was a comment down below that said that's like more than we got in the entire rest of the season for this last season phase. And they are right. The thing is, this is not the last season phase. This is patch 1.43. This inherently already lacks Zenny, and this already lacks Ravaged Realm. So we are still going to get this. As far as I know, we are still going to get Ravaged Realm with huge amount of loot, a huge cosmetic set probably. We are going to get Zenny and probably associated events with it.
tons of other rewards await.
Tons of
After all
temporal
that,
essence as well.
I still can't help wondering what's inside the box. I still want to find out.
Wait, don't open it!
Yeah, new crossover coming in the next season was already known. If I'm honest, this was already leaked. So we don't know the heroes yet. You can write me down in the comments who you think it's going to be. They asked us about it, about who we wanted to see there. My answer was Kaiju number 8 at that time. There are many though that would be fitting. So for this game, a lot of different collabs would work. I have no idea what they are going to do. There is no info on that yet as far as I know. And really, we can stop at this point because this really concludes it for this video. I think absolutely huge, tons of loot, tons of content, tons of events. If you stopped playing AFK Journey for this season, maybe this is already the time to return just to reap in all of those rewards. You will probably have a very good season phase 3 if you're honest, because it will be including all of those events, it will be including all of this loot. It will end up probably towards Ravaged Realm, and it's not that long, so this will be a very, very active phase 3, very, very unconventional that they went for this, but might be a good way to actually save the player numbers of this game, because we will probably have a very strong phase 3 player count and then develop this towards the next season. If next season then is good, this will probably be fine. So very, very nice. Absolutely enjoyed it. Tell me your best part of this update down below. If you need dragon crystals to prepare for it, visit our sponsor Loot Bar for the cheapest dragon crystals around. You'll find the link down in the description. If you go through the link, you also get some discount coupons, so definitely recommend that. And with that, I wish you a great day and we'll see us in the next one.